Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins have battled back and made it to 500, and now they'll try to move past that mark today. It's the Titans going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now D'Angelo Henderson, the rookie from Coastal Carolina. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So the D-line's going to spread out. Mariota now on second down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On third down, Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think the Charles Harris selection by Miami at number 22 was the perfect match of player and need for the Dolphins. They needed to replace some guys on the edge, and guess what? This guy comes off of that so fast. What do you have, 18.5 tackles for losses last year at Missouri?
Led the entire SEC with those 18.5. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run with Henderson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Play action to Henry. Here's Mariota going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal.
How about that for defense? Every hole plugged up. Can't run it inside, can't bounce it outside. That sets up 4th and goal from the 2. Right now, advantage defense.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now a play fake here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And now a first down following that long gain. Mariota to throw it. Trying to force it to his tight end Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now it's Ajayi trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They run again with Ajayi. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first throw for the backup Cutler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. A second down throw here for Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Taylor. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Mariota on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Second down, Mariota had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Third and long here for Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Here's Ajayi. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Here's Cutler to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. 20! And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware. Ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And not a whole lot doing there. So he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll try and run it with a jive. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT returned for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. On the carry is Henderson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Short yardage unit out there. This is Fowler, the fullback. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They just get the play off. Now Mariota looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. On 2nd down, here's Cutler. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's a run for the former Louisville Cardinal, Sonoris Perry. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. They'll begin the drive with a jive. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
Play action. Cutler. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. And the Titans getting set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here, Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They run with Ajayi. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now it's Cutler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, it's Cutler. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This is Ajayi, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
10 yards still left on second down. Cutler now off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Ajayi escapes him and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Ajayi, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Titans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Mariota now. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeves. First down, Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Here's Henderson. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, Mariota. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Lawrence Timmons coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now Henderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. Shifts by him. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out come the Dolphins now. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ballgame. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right.
Play action. It's Cutler. And over the middle, this is Parker. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they try the right side here. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a handoff looking right. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, it's Henderson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, it's Henry. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
No, check, Patriot. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now they try the right side here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Double tight, double tight. We got three, fellas, we got three. All right, here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down, check. Now let's go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a